Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Avernum. In the last episode, in this one, I just quickly went back to town and healed up and rebuffed. We're back at the top of the waterfall here, and in case you guys don't remember, let's see if we can find it. Maybe it's just in our journal. We don't have an actual quest for it. I don't think we do. We heard quite a while ago that somewhere in these waterfalls, we've seen evidence of the first expedition all over the place, but somewhere in here, one of the, I forget his name, one of the mages ended up here. I was hoping there'd be something here. You find the wreckage of an old, sorry, before I read this, ADHD is terrible. It gets me distracted constantly. A mage died here and left possibly an orb. A magical orb, one of the main magical items that the first expedition brought down, and it grants the power to levitate. If we could get that, that would be awesome. I think having levitate would not only be useful for exploring, but just cool to have in general, and I want to find it. Now, you find the wreckage of an old human boat with a few skeletons scattered around it. It looks like the capsized souls dragged the boat here, failed to repair it, and starved. One of the bodies has on it a scroll tube, barely touched by decay. Another has a pouch of coins. The coins were brought down from the surface and are well over 100 years old. We'll take scroll of acid shower and 80 coins. Okay. Now we have to go all the way around again. And we do want to go here. That is where the Lich is and where the final piece of Demon Slayer is. And that'll be a sick upgrade. And I was thinking, I'm using this because it's very defensive, makes him very tanky. And we'd found this, which is still tanky. It gives that extra level of resistance, but, you know. If we ever want to start using him offensively, we may want to swap the armor out and use this one. It's less percentage to the armor, but he has 79% physical resistance, and we have Steel Ward on top of that. He hardly takes physical damage already, so it really wouldn't be that big of a difference, and it gives him the extra point of resistance as well, but in effectiveness will give him an extra 15% chance to hit, right? Resistance being this one, so the extra elemental resistances. Okay, let's start with this one here at the far end. Ah. Oh, can't get off here. There we go. A desperate message has been carved into the wall here. Most of it has been obscured by the ceaseless dripping of the water, but some words remain, unreadable, split up in rapids. Thralni's group followed the crystals. We went down the middle, unreadable. Went down the huge falls, and Thralni and his men, unreadable. Spirits help us. Damn unreadable. Ord will save them, and we, unreadable. So follow the crystals. Sounds like that's where the direction that Thralni went, and it is Thralni's orb, like you just said, that we want to find. Can't get off there. Go here, though. Ooh, indoors. The tunnel opens up on a section of river long ago cut off from the tumultuous rapids outside. This water in here has long been still and stagnant, and a foul smell pervades the place. You have to fight to keep from gagging. In front of you, you see several human skeletons surrounded by the mostly rotted wreckage of some small boats. A large group of people met an unpleasant fate in these caves. Only the intense cold has kept them from entirely rotting away. Looking across the water, you see a pair of amazingly realistic statues. They are both the same, an ogre bearing an expression of extreme surprise. Why would anyone put a bunch of statues down here? Strange. That might be another case of not actually a statue. And more likely, turned to stone. Gremlins. Clicked on the wrong one. Okay. Look to split up the damage in that case because we're gonna AoE, but honestly, not even worth the spell points. Gremlins like wine, that's true. We learned that already. Ah, we know that architecture. Searing crawler. Ah, and gremlins and an eyeball as well, of course. And that one's named. I do not like that, that's for sure. Trying to get a better angle so that I could, Oh, I don't like that at all. Let's do protection. Never get the damn regeneration effect on that. Click the wrong one. We're gonna do Icy Rain here because he's immune to lightning. There's a Basilisk as well, so those most likely are statues of actual ogres. That sucks. That sucks big time. Yep, that does suck big time. I think we just die here, honestly. Yeah. Let's load our save game. And let's play this a little more careful. This is almost absolutely where Thralni explores Ghost, where Thralni's orb should be, so. The pale shade of a human hides in this tunnel. The ghost wears armor bearing the insignia of the Empire Army. The armor is very old-fashioned. Nobody has worn armor like that for over 100 years. When she sees you, she seems confused. You, alive, human, been here so long. What are you doing here? I long to be outside again, in the sun. I don't want to spend forever in these tunnels. How long have you been hiding? Oh, there's been so many years, centuries. The forests must be so beautiful. The ghost waits in the shadows, staring at you. Her translucent face shows no emotion. What can you tell me about these tunnels? Curse these caverns. Curse the day they sent us to clean them of vermin. triple curse Thralni for taking us to explore them. Clean these caves of what? Of the monsters, the lizard things, the demons, the snakes, gremlins, eye beasts, and such. They sent us down, but there weren't enough of us. I sensed the deaths one by one. You can do that when you're dead. We all died, every last one of us. What were you trying to explore? We went to explore these rapids. Foolish. We were split up. My group got beached here. Some of us stayed to fix the boats. No materials. Some of us went to look around. I sensed them die. Tell me about Thralni. Curse him for ordering us down here. He promised us we would be safe, forced us to go when we would not of our own free will. He said his magic would save us. As you can see, it didn't. I was murdered. Was Thralni a mage? No, but he had an orb. When rubbed, the holder and several others could fly for a short time. Too short, and for too few to help us. It was a famed and remarkable item. It's gone now. Who murdered you? Thralni, by bringing me here. A basilisk caught me unawares, froze me, held me in place, and then its teeth. I felt it all. There are basilisks here. Yes, they are long extinct above ground. They freeze you. You'll be next. What was an Empire soldier even doing in Avernum in the first place? I was no soldier. I was an explorer. Avernum? I'm confused. What is this Avernum? This is what we call these caves. They're our home. Really? That is passing strange. When we came here, there were no humans at all. We are the first expedition. The first expedition? Our wizards discovered these caves. Exciting. Very exciting. So we were all whisked down here by magic. We were the first expedition to explore these caves, the first humans to see them. But it didn't work out. Well, we all died, slain by lizard men and basilisks, and worse. Is there anything I can do to free your spirit? No. I am held here, trapped by the Dark One, the master of... You feel a sudden chill. No, it senses you. It is waiting. I can talk no more. The shade turns from you and grows very faint. Something here has been alerted to your presence. That would be the eye. Almost assuredly. Probably not the best that it knows we're here now, but you know. Okay. That is a lot of basilisks. More than I was expecting. Battle frenzy. I'm gonna try and kill this basilisk. Get at least one of them done. Shit. Not what I wanted. Does good damage to the basilisks. That's good. Okay. That's the basilisk's dead. Ah, oh, fuck, it missed. That ain't good. And here's a daze. Jesus. They're no longer stunned, but they are dazed. Okay, he only got to Battle Frenzy himself. That's not so bad. Thankfully, that keeps missing. Oh, they got re-dazed. I was like, I don't need to cast the Unshackle Mind. And this time he got dazed, of course. Okay. Unshackle Mind. Only one at a time. I thought it was going to be a group effect, but oh well. Hey, that's better. I'm fine with that. Okay, that's one eye down. That fight sucked. Helm of Klin, 1 to hardiness, 3 to riposte. That's better. Healing elixir. You take? Yeah, we don't care about anything else. Alright. We'll throw down a quick save. More basilisks. Okay. Basilisks have to die ASAP every time. Just like that. And if we handle them like that, we should be okay. That other fight with the other eye that we found, I think same deal. There was one basilisk there, and although the eye is gonna mess us up pretty big as well, you find a scene of intense destruction. A tunnel leads out of the cavern to the east. Someone set off a trap down there. The flames from the resulting explosion poured into this room. Most of the supplies of the bodies have rotted or rusted away. A few items do remain, though, a final testimony to the quality of the armor, workmanship of the Empire Army. The most interesting thing, though, to your greedy adventurer's eyes, is the glint of light in the southeast corner of the cave. There's something shiny back there, just visible under one of the bodies. Thralni's orb. Thralni's orb. You find the body of a mage. The explosion blasted him across the room. His robe is charred, but you can still see the complex symbols that mark his precise rank in the hierarchy of Empire mages. There's something underneath him, still held in his skeletal hand. You push the body aside, revealing a crystal orb. Hell yeah! About 5 inches across. It glows with a faint light. It is an artifact of some sort, and its power has been left undiminished by the many years it has been here. Medal earned I Can Fly. Orb of Thralni. A powerful magical artifact dating from before the first expedition. Gives the power of flight. Can only be used outdoors. Ah, this is a major artifact. It can't be dropped or sold. Ability Flying. Affects nearby allies for 3 turns. And it can only be used outdoors. Interesting. Finally, we found Thralni's orb. Too complex and can't be picked. Oh, no, not what I wanted. Give me that. Alright. Oh! Vengeful Shades and a Grumbling Lich. You have physical weapon on. Sure. Why not? Let's get some acid on them, and then throw an attack. I'll wait to do my buff until everyone's within range. Okay. I send you all the way down to try and avoid any AoEs that happen. They don't hit everyone. Such an insane spell. It worked, he didn't get hit. Alright. Okay. Still hits all three. But we missed. Got a nice riposte there, that's good. Now we will do protection. Good, we got the regeneration for once. It never wants to happen, of course. Push off him. Guardian Hellhound. Okay. Good. Split it up. Should get the Hellhound. Does. Good. Miss, of course. Please miss. Oh, thank God. Didn't want another character dying again. There we go. First Expedition breathes. Strength and Gymnastics. Scroll of Return Life. Speed Burst. Spell Ward. What are you wearing again? Just standard Iron Greaves. 6 armor, 2 evade, -10. 6 armor, or 8 armor, 8 evade. Wowzers. You're wearing these. Seems like pretty much a straight upgrade. Would rather keep the lighter stuff on these guys so they don't take too much of a hit chance penalty, and I like the 20% faster fatigue recovery on her, so. Okay. Throw down a save. The Lich's spellbook contains a variety of magical rituals, each drawn out in a very archaic and strange script. You can decipher the simpler instructions, but have no luck figuring out the more complex spells. Thanks to the parts you do understand, those with skill in mage spells learn all of the first 7 spells at level 2. Only spells you can still pay to improve at trainers are increased. Wow. So that's all the way up to Icy Rain. are all at level 2 now. Cool. That's pretty sick. Same thing for pre-spells. Cool. So that gives us Summon Shade and levels up some other stuff. Smite's level 2. Nice. Pet gets Shield Chant for 9 turns. So Summon Shade might not be terrible. All the Storm is level 2. Yeah. That's pretty sick. We also have Divine Fire. We haven't used that yet. It affects an area, so I imagine I'm curious about it. Ooh, yeah, so it's the same area as Icy Rain, but it's fire damage. We've seen it casted on us a couple times. Another one here. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Fire Blast here. You concentrate and try and memorize it. So, that puts what? Fire Blast at? Woo! 30% chance to cleave, 15% bonus, 70 to 200 damage. That is pretty damn good. I don't know. I guess we can check. It's at level 3 now. So we had our 1 level of it. We increased it by 1. Like we paid to increase it. And that was 1 there. So we can still pay to increase Firebolt by 1 level then, I think. Right? So it would have been at level 1, and then we can pay for 2 to get it to 3, and that one gives us 4. So we should still be able to get this one to 4 if we buy a level, which we should do that next time we're at like 4 mellow, I think. We should still be able to anyways. Okay, let's try breaking the barrier. Okay, then let's try this one. Same deal. We do have Fire Blast now, which is... Damn. Okay, so it's 88 to 340 in a cone, which is even better than Lightning Spray. Jeez. That is really good. Let's go ahead and do that. Probably be using that a lot. I already thought Lightning was insane enough, but now we have that Fire Blast. Jeez. See that body. Was there another body I missed anywhere? No? Okay. Lots of cool stuff, but we can't get in there, unfortunately. Probably more stuff to loot. Let's go ahead and more blessing. And let's try Fire Blast. Wait, hold on. No, these are Searing. Never mind. We'll do Lightning. There we go. Searing sounds like they would be fire to me, so. End it and heal her before that has a chance to kill her. Okay, that's all done. Anything else around here? No? No buttons. There is a well in this small chamber. A moist wind bearing a foul, unsettling smell wafts slowly from it. You shine your light into it, but you can't see the bottom. You throw a rock into its depths and listen, but you don't hear it hit. The sides of the wall are far too steep to climb down. A very interesting geological feature, but there isn't much you can do here. Okay. Let's save. Hit the button. And, let's go. We will start with doing War Blessing. She can't get to the Basilisk, unfortunately, but he can. Okay. Adrenaline Rush. Basilisk is dead. That's our main goal. Okay, you still have 3. Go here. Let's do Fire Blast. Nice. Not ideal, because she's going to take some damage, but... Ooh, yeah, some damage. Jeez. We will do that. I did the wrong spell there. I did lightning again, but... She's affected with lightning, so I am going to do that to heal her, and then go with the Syrian Crawler. Now I'm interested... Ah, it's not immune to fire. The more you know. Okay, it's just Evior the Sighted now. We'll Fire Blast him again. Missed. Yikes! Well, we're gonna use that Return Life Scroll we just got, and that put her in the worst possible place. Of course. And we'll do Protection. We're going to do that. Okay, he really doesn't like her. Okay, if they're at a range, that's good. That's exactly what I want. Heal her. Still has 5 turns left. You'll only have 1 turn left, though. Okay, we'll Adrenaline Rush. Nice. What did he drop? Potion of Invulnerability. Oh, Invulnerability Elixir. 8 turns of Invulnerability. And a Basilisk Bane Wand. Okay. In here we have 88 Ice. Another Cursed Wand. Energy Elixir. And Belt. Yeah, there's not great loot here, because obviously there was such good loot in there. Alright. Don't see any buttons. Throw a quick save and go check out the... Never mind. That looks like it's it. Okay, no need to waste mana on trying to break the barriers. We have Thralni's Orb! It can't be used in areas, but it can be used outside on the main map. I'm curious. Okay, so it doesn't let you fly over water. Okay, yeah, you can't fly over water. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else here? There's some stuff up there. Let's finish off the waterfall. Make sure we're not missing anything. We got Thralni's Orb, which is the main thing. That appears to be all of it then. Just in case... Okay. We could head up to Varga's library. Or actually, this would be Spire. I wonder if Spire has a pylon. Some faster travel to this end of the cave since we don't have any yet. So I heard a cave cow. Yeah. Meet a band of warriors. They aren't brigands exactly. They're the closest thing the Abyss has to a militia. When they get a good look at you, though, it only takes a moment for them to decide to extort money from you. One of them extends a grimy hand. Come on, Voles. You want to visit our lands? You have to pay the toll. 10 coins or you'll regret it. They laugh and walk away, shaking their heads. As they depart, their leader says, well, remember this slight. You won't get much done here if you don't follow our ways. And then they're gone. Okay. Don't really feel like paying brigands. Hulking ogre. When you try to pass through the gates, a guard stops you. Oh, I know you, he sneers. You're the Voles who were too high and mighty to pay the tolls of the Abyss guards. Well, if you want to enter here, it'll now be 50 coins. Pay now or go elsewhere. Fair enough. Cliff the Smith. Meet a very tall man with a permanent sneer worn into his face. He says, I'm Cliff the Smith. What do you want? Like to sell you something? We'll sell all our junk. What do you sell here? He spits at your feet. I don't like to sell to Voles, but I'll give you a break. I got some armor and weapons. I'll unload on you. Lemonwood bow is just a standard one. U-bow, standard one as well. Yeah, it's not even as much damage. We need a longbow version of either of these. Nothing good from this guy. Entwistle. A greasy man with stained clothes dozes in a chair behind a desk. When you enter, he awakes with a start and gives you a nasty look. Ah, I'm Entwistle, and you are a Vole adventurer, unless I miss my guess. Something about you has set him to scheming. Why are you hiding back here? He shrugs. What are you selling? I supply goods from all over Avernum. I buy, sell, and don't ask questions. You look to be a Vole, but your money's as good as any, so you can buy something if you want. If you plan some thievery, watch it. Why don't you ask questions? Because sometimes it's not safe to know the answers. What's there to steal around here? His mouth twists into a wicked grin. Yes, well, there are things here you might want to steal, but I'm not the one to ask. If you meet a man named Scab, ask him about the circlet. There are some people here who would like to see that thing disappear. Tell me about the circlet. I'd be happy to, but it wouldn't make Mina happy. When Mina's unhappy with someone, they spend time in the chair. Not my preferred way of passing an afternoon, if you get my meaning. Let me take a look at your goods. Wand of Death. Rat skin helmet. Magical notes. Piercing crystal. Okay. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing I really care about. Can't be picked. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's explore the rest of Spire then. Zagat. A man sits with his legs up on the table. He's sharpening an axe. He doesn't look up at you. Want to enter the games? This is the place. You know what this building is for? This is the arena. I'm the arena master. What goes on in the arena? I don't expect voles such as yourself to appreciate the fine art of blood sport, but we enjoy it immensely. Combat between criminals, gladiators battling captive sliths and giants. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And we can always use gladiators if you want to enter. Let me know. Okay. Interesting, an arena. Now, in fantasy RPGs, I love me a good arena. So, I'll definitely want to do that. Probably some decent money to be made and good XP as well, for sure. Some enemies, okay. And an assassin as well, huh? Oh, 3 cleaves back to back. That's just mean. Should be able to see him. Good. And we'll take out the archer. Or work on it anyways. Oh, oh, that's just mean. He really tried poisoning us. Alrighty then. Cave slimes in the walls. Guardian hellhounds. Okay. Now, when I think of hellhounds, I usually think fire immune, because hellfire, but let's see. They are indeed. Good to know. Okay. But they're not immune to lightning, though. safe bet then. There's a small steel box firmly bolted to the floor. It has a small padlock, and every available surface is engraved with small runes. Powerful, protecting spells have been placed upon this box. Simply getting close to it makes your hair stand on end. Let's not open it yet. Locked, and we don't have the key. Okay. Let's finish exploring. You might, that's probably the circlet that he was talking about, if I had to guess. It's guarded by hellhounds, so it'd probably be a safe bet. There's a large stone platform here. A huge, crude wooden chair stands in the center. The chair features metal loops so that prisoners can be easily secured in it. It appears to be a permanent fixture of the town square. The chair and stone beneath are splattered with blood. This is where those who run afoul of the laws of Spire are brought for harsh and often fatal discipline. Okay. Office of Mina, Mayor of Spire. Eunice's apothecary. Writing has been scratched away. Eustace's supplies. Several stocks have been erected here. Wrongdoers are tied to them and pelted with garbage, stones, and worse. This is a pretty tough town. They don't say. Definitely have some good atmosphere here. The famous Spire Arena. Okay. Same deal. From the looks of it, there's not going to be a teleporter. It not being a part of Avernum and all, you know? Okay. You meet a slight young woman with angular features. She sits and drinks heavily. What are you in town for? Not much. I'm waiting for my scimitar to be repaired. Oh, is it a nice weapon? That doesn't seem to be what she wanted to hear. She ignores you. Harry. You're being watched by a man with uneven teeth and a huge cavewood club at his belt. He wipes the counter with a dirty rag. I'm Harry. This is my inn. It's for good, loyal folk of the Abyss, not for you. Heard any interesting rumors? Yeah, I heard that a vole just came to town and started poking around. Not a very safe thing to do, if you ask me. Could suffer an accident. He turns and walks away. Wow, it looks to be littered with trash. What a nice inn. Okay. If you're curious, it's just spacebar to pass time there. I don't plan on stealing much while I'm here. Not in this kind of town. Cool, some rats. I seem to like Adrenaline Rush more than doing the Battle Frenzy, honestly. I know the Battle Frenzy would end up giving more usually, but... Sorry, just a little interruption there. I know the Battle Frenzy would probably give us more attacks total, but in general, I don't know. I just, I like the burst. I think for shorter fights, it's definitely better. And I have other sources of getting Battle Frenzy from, like, items and things. Might. This one in the back. We missed, that's fine. went with lightning there instead of fire blast because lightning is 10, fire blast is 30, so I don't need to use fire blast for the damage, and I can finish it off with something cheaper than I usually will, because fire blast will eat through my mana. I want to do the arena, but I'll do that next episode. Meet a short, muscular woman with long black hair and a leather jerkin. She stands in front of a fine carved wooden chair and watches you carefully. The floor of her meeting room is actually made of wood. She must be very wealthy. She inspects you carefully, and she doesn't like what she sees. The rumors were true. Armed voles, Avernite adventurers, clearly with great skill. I am Mina, and I'm in charge here. Do your business and move on. You're in charge here. I'm the boss in this town, the mayor. I watch over things, and I don't want any interference. Do your business, and when you get called a vole, take it as if it's a compliment. This town has a mayor? Yes, vole. I run this town. No thievery, no killing, no trouble. Anyone messes up, and I stretch their necks. That goes for voles too. I'm not here to interfere. So you say. I've had you vole visitors before. You come here all high and mighty, seeing your rejects, and you think you can do what you want, take what you want. Well, I'll kill you in a cold second if you don't behave, and Micah can't do a thing about it. Believe it. I don't like getting called a vole. Tough, get used to it. That's what we call you. Try to live in this pit and make your own docile copy of the hell above. Make your own docile copy of the hell above. Well, we're free, and we'll stay free no matter where you throw us. Should tell us something about the Abyss. Gladly, Vole. There are two sorts of people sent to Avernum. Docile fools who hope in vain for normal lives. They live in Avernum. And spirited, fighting souls who live by no rules but their own. They come here. They choose to come here. This is the Abyss, the freest place in the world, free of the Empire and free of you, and we don't care for your kind. So have a care when you walk around here. That's your fair warning. Does your freedom ever extend to stealing from Avernum? People here are the same as everywhere else. We do what we have to survive, nothing less. Can you tell me more about Spire? One of the two free cities of the Abyss. The other is Barga, to the north. I am proud of my little town, so I won't speak for it. Instead, if you can walk around and see for yourself, just don't break the laws or else. Or else what? See that chair just outside? People who misbehave get strapped to it and dealt with. Some survive to get out again, not all. We were told to ask her about a circlet. I think we were told to ask Mina about a circlet. Okay. We'll finish checking the rest of these buildings. Eunice. An aged crone sits hunched behind the counter. Decades of alchemy have left her hands and arms permanently stained green. She coughs heavily and spits something nasty into a bit of rag. Then she says, I'm Eunice. Finest, she coughs again. Potions. I have potions. Make them myself. Have a look, Vole. She struggles to regain her breath. Tell me about your wares. You can purchase potions here. Nothing fancy like you voles make. Best we can do with the herbs up here. Where do you get your supplies? Make do with what you lot lets us have. Broken glassware, moldy herbs. You let us buy your trash and nothing else. You let the Abyss survive, but only just. Her outburst triggers a coughing fit that continues for almost a minute and leaves her breathless. Why'd you call me a vole? She makes a hissing noise at you. Because I hate voles. People like you who put us here in this pit with the giants and thieves. Now do your business with me and get out of my shop. Okay. Expensive as all fuck. Buy the healing potions. Nothing else. We have 10. We'll take... Whoop. We'll take 8 of those, not 18. And we'll take 3. Give them to Marion. She has 5. Actually has room for something else on her hotbar. We'll put the battle crystal on there for now. You have 3, you have 1. So we'll give you 4. So that is 5, 4, 5. Go. Well, she's not very friendly. We have nothing in here. An empty shop. Eustace. A hefty, greasy man watches you carefully as he tends to his kitchen. He is surrounded by slabs of disreputable-looking meat and loaves of greenish bread. I'm Eustace, he grumbles. I'll sell food to anyone as long as the money's there. So what's for sale? Well, you can purchase dried food here for wherever you're going. There's some interesting sights around here. What sights do you recommend? He grins, showing you a mouthful of rotten teeth. Just leave town and wander around for a while. I'm sure some of the loyal and friendly residents of the Abyss will come greet you eventually. Just be sure to buy some rations before you go. You have a poor selection. Looking for anything? He grimaces. Yeah, we need good, cheap ale. Can't make anything decent up here. You voles make the best. I'll give you 10 coins a bottle for it. Sell all 12 bottles. That ain't bad. And they just have food. Alright. Have some XP for that, too. Okay. Well, then in the next episode, we'll go ahead and do the arena. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next episode.